Hello and welcome to a special edition of Cracking the Cryptic, where I'm going to be taking on a brand new puzzle that has been created for us by those clever folk over at Jane Street. It's called New Year's Solutions. I'm a few days late having a go at this. I presume I was meant to do it close to the turn of the year, but it's been so busy with a variety of things, including me having to go off for a golf tournament, that I'm only just sitting down to it, and it is Saturday evening on the 6th of January. So we'll pretend it's New Year's Eve and we'll have a go at this together. And you know, this video is sponsored by Jane Street, with whom Cracking the Cryptic has a very close relationship. They are they're people we have a lot of time for. And I think they're people that both Mark and I wish had existed, or not that they'd existed, but we wish jobs had been available with them when we were back working in the city. But anyway, this is a mini puzzle hunt. Now, Mark has tested this, and he said I need to have access to the internet to solve it. So I have got Google. I've also, because I'm terrified, got my dictionary. I've got my dictionary here. I've also got two things I very, very rarely allow myself. I've got software here called T. Now, I have never used this in any of the crossword videos we've done, but this is very clever software that allows you to find things like anagrams and strings of words. So I'm just trying to think. I mean, if you put in, for example, if you wanted to know anagrams of the word orchestra, you can put in a little semicolon here and then type in orchestra, and you'll see cart horse ought to come up as a potential answer, and other things as well. I mean, it's very powerful software, this, created by Ross Beresford back in the day. I don't even know if it's still available, but I have it for use on very hard puzzles. I've also even got a notepad. Now, I'll try not to use the notepad, but I might need to. I don't know. But anyway, why don't we get cracking? Have a go at this first yourself, so you can see the URL there. I'll put the URL under the video. And these are the rules. So it says, at Jane Street, we use real-world data to solve complex problems. See if you can crack the New Year's solutions below using critical thinking and creativity. This is a mini puzzle hunt. Solve the first 4 puzzles to find out what foods to bring to our New Year's party. Then use those answers to solve the final meta puzzle. Use the text fields to keep track of your work and answers along the way, but you only need to submit the final meta answer. Multiple puzzles require internet searching. Oh dear. Okay, and let's have a look at the puzzles. We've got fireworks, the New Year's Eve fireworks display, which I did watch this year. Oh, I watched the London one anyway. It is full of beautiful colours, and they're all twisted together. There were 25 pairs of fireworks. What a show. And these... No, I wondered whether I could click these. I don't know why they're highlighted. But there are other puzzles as well. Toast. In order to make a good toast, or to make good toast. I mean, back when I was working in the city, that was one of my ideas that Mark poo-pooed. Toast bars. Anyway, that's another story. One must shift forward to in order to make a good toast, one must shift forward to the future. As an example, some string of gibberish is equal to Monday plus 2, giving you Wednesday with an E in it. No shifts are greater than 5. I've got no idea what that's talking about. Let's not worry too much about that. New and improved. In cryptic crosswords, words like new can serve as anagram indicators. So the phrase not as seriously could be described by New Year's solutions. Okay, that's probably right, without checking the anagram. Seriously, that's 9 letters, isn't it? Solutions is 9 letters. Yes, okay, so it's the right anagram fodder. So I think what it's saying is not as seriously is an anagram of year's solutions. And to indicate it was an anagram, you would have the word new in it. Additional anagram indicators include alternative, broken, compound, different, extraordinary, false ground, hammered, what a weird word, irregular, jaunty, knotted, lively, maybe, novel, organised, possibly quirky. Well, there's a whole list of anagram indicators, and then a whole load of clues. Then we've got once again. The new year is a time of reflection. It certainly is. Yet it can feel as though we repeat the same goals year after year. Okay, I don't know how that flavor text works. And then we've got drop down menu meta. So this is the final thing. Once we've got all the answers from the earlier bits, now that you've assembled the food for our New Year feast, we hope you have a ball travelling to various cities to witness these objects dropped on New Year's Eve. I have no clue what that is talking about. Anyway, let's go back to the beginning. That has only served to daunt me further. And have a look at the first bit. So we've got, let me just read the first bit again. We've got fireworks, beautiful colours, twisted together, 25 pairs of fireworks. I don't know the names of 25 different fireworks. I know Squib, Catherine Wheel, Rocket, Save the World, no, I was about to say Lapland, no. Oh, Save the World. Okay, so it's going to be words like planet, isn't it? So planet I can see is anagrammed in there. Earth is probably anagrammed in there. Do I have to I mean, that's quite a planet. ATN. It looks like an anagram of planet, Earth, and something else. And I'm trying to do it in my head and failing. ANT. I am failing, aren't I? I'm going to use this as a jotter. So I'm going to write down, I'm going to take out the letters of planet. So A, N, plan, T, and then I need that E. So R, H, E, N, R. And then I'm going to take Earth out of here. So let's do it in order so that we don't make a mess up of this. R, T, and O. Run. Have I done that wrong then? Are there really that many N's in it? There are 3 N's. Oh, well, planet Earth. Save the world. Maybe there's got to be a synonym for save in here. So maybe it's one of planet or Earth. Earth is such a beautiful word in terms of anagram fodder because, I mean, it's got so many anagrams, so many lovely letters in it. Heart, obviously, being an obvious anagram. But save the world, something. Oh, something the planet. Oh, it's going to be something the planet. I'm so sorry. Okay, so A, N, A-N-T, then we need the E, R, H-E-N-R. Oh no, I must have another E available. There are 2 E's. I think I've messed that up, but let's just see what we get left with roughly. Nothing useful. Not enough vowels, are there? I'm going to move on to the next one. Commute to the office. This one was so popular they repeated it. So we're looking for some anagrams here that means commute to the office. At least I think we're looking for anagrams, aren't we? I mean, we must be looking for anagrams. That's quite clearly got... Oh, look, it's trying to make me search. I'm not going to search on that string. Oh, look, that's weird. This one looks like it's got journey in it or something. No, there's no Y. Tile is spelt out. Joule, I can see, is in the energy unit. Joule. Commute to the office. A journey feels like it's it's what we're after, but I can't see a why. I mean, there's various forms of the that we can take out again. Commute to the office. I have no idea. Practice your spells. This one looks like... Oh, no, I thought it had Slytherin in it, but it doesn't. Again, it's got Jews spelt out in it, which that one had tile, didn't it? What? Lap? Oh, this could be a very long video. No, I thought it said Indus. I was thinking of rivers. Practice your spells. So it's got to have some reference to magic. Ravenclaw? It does look like it's got sort of the bones of Ravenclaw, the bones of Slytherin in it. What else is it? Gryffindor, Hufflepuff? No. Watch a kids show. That looks like it's got Cookie Monster in it. Cookie Monster. It really does. It's not even anagrammed. Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster. It's just sort of spelt out in occasional letters. Watch a kids show. Sesame Street. It almost looks like it's got street in it as well, actually. No, it hasn't got street in it. It's only got one T. Okay, I'm going to try and take Cookie Monster out of this one. So let's see what we get left with if we do that. We get B-I-G. Cookie B. Another B. Big Bird. Big Bird. That's another Sesame Street character, isn't it? So we've got... So this one, at least I understand. And that's actually interesting. That wasn't anagrammed. That was just Cookie Monster and Big Bird sort of spelt out. Okay, am I meant to know... Is that meant to correspond to an answer here? Do I type in Cookie Monster Big Bird or something? I don't know. Cookie Monster Big Bird. I'll put it there. Play a board game. Kentucky. That's got Kentucky spelt out in it. Kentucky Derby, I've heard of. Let's take Kentucky out of this one. What do we get left with? We get left with a B, A, L, Baltic. Baltic. Kentucky Baltic. What on earth does that mean? Kentucky Baltic. I don't have a clue. Baltic Sea? Baltic States? Latvia? Lithuania? Estonia? Kentucky Derby? Kentucky... I know... I haven't got a... I'm so sorry if this is obvious to everybody. I don't know. Use common phrases. Well, it must be... Looks like this might be the second... Well, it can't put the B and the P together. So this is a word beginning with B and a word beginning with P. If it follows the same structure as Cookie Monster and Kentucky Baltic, in the sense that it's spelt out. Plank. Blank. Plank or blank? Pearly. You could have pearly. Pearly whites. Your teeth. Pearly and blank. So blank pearly looks like that one. Blank pearly. I'm just going to double check that. P-E-A-R-L-Y. And if I don't take pearly, I get B-L-A-N-K. Yeah, blank pearly. Blank. So I'm just repeating myself. Oh, okay. Try, Simon, to think outside the box, or think inside the box, or think about something that's remotely intelligent. Cookie Monster and Big Bird, they are Sesame Street. Watch a kids show. Or is the answer to this one Sesame Street? What do we have to do here? It's full of beautiful colours. 25 pairs of fireworks. What has this got to do with fireworks? I have a horrible feeling that 25 pairs of fireworks is a reference to something that I don't know. But what I can do, at least I should be able to, because these were all spelt out, so I'm going to go through these again. Planet, you see, is not spelt out. How can planet be wrong here? That cannot be wrong. If I have to spell a word, that's not easy to do, actually. Panther, maybe. Panther I can make. Panther and something. Panther and... Is it lantern? Lantern panther. Lantern panther, I think. Lantern. Now, if we're just very careful about this, P-A-N-T-H-E-R, Lantern Panther. Black Panther, I've heard of. Black Panther is a Marvel character. Actually, I've heard of Green Lantern as well. Save the world. Okay, superheroes then. Superheroes. Green Lantern, Black Panther. This is the colours. Right, okay. Right. I mean, I know Big Bird is yellow. Does that count? Cookie Monster. I can't even visualise Cookie Monster. I have a great deal in common in terms of my outlook on the world with Cookie Monster. I like cookies very much. And I would quite like to eat them like Cookie Monster does. But I can't even visualise what colour Cookie Monster is. Isn't that awful? Okay, look, I can use Google, can't I? I'm going to look up Cookie Monster. Cookie Monster. Blue. Cookie Monster is blue, very clearly. Okay. Oh, look, that's the Cookie Monster I remember, that picture. Right, so I've got blue for Cookie Monster and yellow for Big Bird. So what have I meant? Okay, it's 25 pairs of fireworks. So how many clues have I got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 clues. If they're each giving me 2 colours, that's not 25. 25 pairs as well. That's 50. 50 colours. I don't know. I'm not understanding this at all. I'm going to do the next one. Commute to the office. So this one isn't journey. It's got to be something spelt out. And that is job. I can see job. Italian job. No. Oh. I suddenly thought Italian job seemed reasonable, but there are no A's. Job. This is bad. Now I can't actually see a word. It must be a word in here if it's obeying the same principles that starts with J, that is longer. Oh, maybe I can get the other one. Northern. Northern is there, and that's going to leave behind Jubilee. Wow. Okay, that's not easy. I should have got that much quicker. I mean, that is a very London-centric clue. Commute to the office. I used to commute commute to the office on the Northern Line. I mean, that must have been for some sin I committed in a former life. It was revolting. It was, you know, you'd have to wait 6 trains and then just pile yourself into the edge of the train, crammed up against the door. It was horrendous. Right, okay, but at least I've done that one. So Northern. Oh, right, okay, and I know the colours associated with these. Northern Line is black on the Tube line. So we've got Black Panther, Black Northern Line. Jubilee is sort of silvery. Cookie Monster is blue. Big Bird is yellow. Oh, so there's got to be a colour associated with Kentucky. Well, wow, don't know what that is. So if can I just put Kentucky colour in here? Kentucky bluegrass, I've heard of that. So Kentucky blue, Kentucky state colour. Looks like it's blue. Kentucky blue, and what was it? Baltic. Baltic. Ah, I've got another idea. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use my T software. So if I put Baltic in here, will it give me a colour? Cobaltic. Cobalt is blue. Not seeing anything obvious there. Cobaltic oxide. I mean, it's probably going to be space, isn't it? So it should be like that. I would think that's a better... Oh, it's hardly anything, actually. The SS Baltic. Volvo Baltic Race. I mean, this is foolish. Right. So let's put Baltic colour in. Baltic blue again. Baltic blue. Oh, maybe the dictionary would support Baltic as a colour of blue. Extremely cold. I mean, I've heard. I would know that as synonymous with Baltic. Oh, this reminds me, by the way, of something that always annoys me, and that is the spelling of Brassic in the there's a TV show. I don't know if it's across the world, but Brassic. It's spelt like this in the show. And that's not... I mean, I think they're trying to refer to Boracic, aren't they? As in Boracic lint skint. There you go. Boracic lint. Or Boracic skint. Rhyming stand with Boracic lint. So I don't know whether that is a deliberate error or not. It's probably not. And there's probably some reason for it. But I just thought I would mention it. Anyway, this is not helping me. What's this one? Slave something. Slave... practice your spells. Save. Oh, goodness me, I can't see this at all. I thought it might be silver for a moment, but I don't think it is. The I and the L are in the wrong order. If the S and the L are together, that's very unlikely, because then the next word's going to have to begin with I or A. Lavender is there. Lavender is a herb. Lavender's blue as well, isn't it, I think? What does lavender leave out? So lavender leaves out S-I-R, Siri, Sirius black. Oh, so this... Right, so everything's either black or blue, I think. Black or blue. So is this bruising or something? Sirius black. Lavender Brown is a character in Harry Potter. Ooh, that's a bit worrying, isn't it? So, do we think it's the colour of the lavender? I mean, lavender, I'm sure, is blue. Purpley blue colour, isn't it? Pale lilac. I don't know. And what do I do with any of these colours? I haven't got a clue. Maybe if I type all the colours into... No, that's so silly. It can't be that. I was thinking of just typing in all, you know, like green, black, silver into the internet. That's not going to be... Well, I mean, it might be a sensible thing to do, but I don't think it is. 25... I might type in 25 kinds of fireworks or something. 25 pairs of fireworks. Oh, that's a thing. Fireworks party packs, 31 million results. No, this is not helpful, is it? 25 colours of fireworks. See, it might want American spelling to hit the jackpot here. 62 million hits. Firework crazy. Why does fireworks have different colours? Yeah, a good question. The chemistry of firework colours, that sounds quite interesting. The magical colours of fireworks. Jewel of the Nile firework. This is nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. Right, okay. So I don't know what this is at all. So maybe I type in... I was thinking maybe I should type in like Green Lantern, Black Panther, but I'm just going to get Marvel hits. And if I type in... I don't know what to do. Serious. Maybe I've got to make a list. I'm going to make a list of colours. Okay, so let's just do that first. So we think that this is Green Lantern and Black Panther. And then the next one down was black for the Northern Line and silver for the Jubilee line. I will check that because I think that's right. Sirius black must be right. And then lavender could be lavender brown, or could be the colour of lavender, which is more lilac / blue. Okay. And then we've got Cookie Monster is blue, definitely. And Big Bird is yellow. I can't be wrong about that, can I? He says. And then, okay, now Kentucky was bluegrass, wasn't it? So that's another blue. And Baltic was also double blue for that one. And then blank. Blank. Oh, what colour is a blank? What colour's a blank? Is it like a blank square in a crossword? Is it white, maybe? Oh, yes, because pearly is... Maybe this is double white, this one. Let's just have a look at blank. So star, blank, star. Oh, blank check. Check is not a colour, is it? It's more of a blending of colours. Blank slate. I don't really like that as a colour. Blank. White blank page is a thing, apparently. A white blank page. point blank. You drew draw a blank. Steel. Is that a colour? Tailored blank steel. I think the only problem with this is it gives you all of these things in Wikipedia English is where this is coming from. But it's very hard to know without searching on them whether they're really things or not. You know, whether this is a blank white again. So let's do a quick search on blank white. Blank white. And that's got a lot of hits, 2 billion hits. Blank white screen. Shouldn't laugh about that. That's not something we want to find. Blank white. It's not really good, is it? I'm not sure. Anyway, sorry, I was making a list, wasn't I? So blue, blue, and possibly white, white for this one. Although that's the first one I don't like. First one I'm not sure about. So pearly white, I think that must be right. So, is there any point in typing this list of colours into Google? I mean, I might as well. Green, black, but then green, black, silver. Let's just. But if it's going to give me cars and things, isn't it? Green, black, silver. In this, again, 2 billion results. What were the others? Blue. Let's add blue into that. See if it. A set of 5 things. And what were the other ones? White was in there. No red. Why is nothing red in this? Yellow was there. Yellow for Big Bird. Resistor color codes. That sounds quite interesting. There's loads of color charts. Resistor I mean, couldn't be, could it? Resistor calculator. Oh my goodness me, what is this? Oh, okay, that's interesting. So when you get a resistor in a plug, depending on what the colours are, I vaguely remember that from school. I don't know. That could be interesting. What's the oh no, it was about fireworks, not resistors, wasn't it? Multiple puzzles require internet searching. You're not wrong. Okay, maybe we just move on to the next one, because I'm so sorry, I can't do that one. I don't know how to do that. Toast. In order to make a good toast, one must shift forward to the future. As an example, gibberish goes to Monday plus 2. Oh, right, no, okay, this is obvious. Right, no, it goes... Well, it's sort of plus 2, but it means minus 2. In the sense that if you go back in the alphabet 2 letters from O, you get to the 13th letter, which is M. Q is the 17th letter. Go back 2, you get to the 15th letter, which is O. So this string is just Monday with 2 letters. Oh, I suppose Monday, the plus 2 or the minus 2, depending on how you view it. And why does that go to Wednesday? Oh, it goes to Wednesday because then Wednesday is 2 more days in the week than... Monday. No shifts are greater than 5. You may find a tool helpful. What does that tool do? probably just does the shifts for us. I don't think I'm going to need that to do this, assuming it's just, if it's just 1 or 2 letters in the alphabet, I can do that in my head. Why is the E highlighted? It wants me to search on it again. Why? As an example, is it saying because you plussed 2, you take the second letter from the word that you come up with at the end? Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, let's all raise our glasses to, that's what toast means. In alphabetical order, attending science class, buying some jewellery each month, checking my Android phone, going for a spacewalk, having my cards read, studying music theory, watching a sci-fi show on the BBC, but skipping the war. What? And then we've got then we've got the gibberish. Right, okay, so we've got to adjust the gibberish up to 5 letters. Well, let's have a go at that then. So HSVMER, and we're moving it. Well, which way are we moving it? We're moving it. We don't know really, do we? No shifts are greater than 5, so we could be going plus or minus, I think. So we're going to have to shift this into, probably the V is the place to start, because that's, if you shift V, the only way you could shift it to a vowel within 5 is if it goes 1 back to U, which would give RU at the start. GRUL, gruel, D, Q, no, Q. It's definitely, we're not going 1 back, because R would go to Q. Sorry, that's totally obvious now I think about it. So the V probably isn't going to be a vowel. If we're going forward from V, we're getting into some very interesting territory for that letter. If we're going to try and make that S into a vowel, we're either going forward to U or backwards to O. If we're going backwards to O, we're going 4 backwards. S is the 19th letter. H is the 8th letter, so that would give us a D, O. V is the 22nd letter, so we get R, D-O-R. D-O-R-I, because M13 goes to 9, which is I. Dorian. Dorian Gray. Oh, that would be fantastic if it's something to do with... Is this Oscar Wilde? Let me go back to my... Is Dorian Gray spelt like that? I'm not sure. Dorian Gray. Dorian Gray. Grey is a colour. Aha! So this is another colour. Dorian Gray. The picture of Dorian Gray. And Dorian is spelt like that. There we go. So this is Dorian Gray. And I don't know what that's got to do with these thingies here. Dorian Gray is going to be... I don't know. I'm not sure. But I'm a big fan of Oscar Wilde. I often find myself reading his stuff. Alright, let's try and get that one. So this one is 2 words, is it? So we should be able to do this fairly quickly. How much are we shifting this by? Well, the first word is the, because I can see that that's just a shift back of 1 letter. So we just have to do, so we've got S-U-N, sun, the sun is the answer there. What is that? Is that the newspaper? What? Oh, it could be red. It does have a red top, doesn't it? Having my cards red? Is it some sort of homophone thing? I don't know. The sun. What am I meant to do with that? Also, hang on. What we were meant to do, we were meant to work out... Oh, hang on. Have I not understood this at all, have I? We were meant to work out the shift and then move the thing that we get along a series, but Dorian isn't anything. Dorian... Oh, goodness me. Right, so we must have to know Dorian Gray. Was Dorian Gray? No, Dorian Gray was not a real person, but I don't know where in the sequences of books and plays published by Oscar Wilde. I have no idea where Dorian Gray featured. So let's look up that. Oscar Wilde. Let's go to... where does it tell us his works? It says... Will it list them somewhere in a sort of chronological order in here? Yes. Yes, it will. So we're going selected works for a more comprehensive list. I can't even... Oh, there it is. Picture of Dorian Gray. Right. So the picture of Dorian Gray was around 1890. And we're going 4 forward, aren't we? Was it 4? Yeah, well, it was 4 back. But the way the code works... Let me just get this right. So, to go from... Yeah, so in the code version, this is a plus. So we've gone +4 from Dorian. And we end up in A Woman of No Importance. And then what do I have to do with that? I have to take a letter from the 4th letter from that, which is M. M. Okay. So Dorian, I think that's M. Now the sun. How does this relate to these questions anyway, or whatever these are? I don't know. And what? Now the sun. Is that the newspaper? Is that the celestial object? Yeah, that's not such a bad idea. It could be the planets, couldn't it? So that if that's right, it would be one planet along from the sun. Mercury is the closest planet. That would be Mercury. And then it would be taking the M. It would be M again. That's M. I'm going to put a big question mark for that one. I don't really understand that one. And if it was Mercury, is that implying that Mercury going for a spacewalk? This is so, I'm just not understanding this, I'm afraid. Okay, let's try the next one anyway. F-Dirk. So that Q, what's that going to want to become? I think I should also focus on always deducting letters, because so far I've always had to deduct letters. So maybe going back 3 would get me to A there. So that would give CA, then 21, 18, CAR, B, O, carbon is what that is. That's carbon. Okay, well that's an element. So does that mean we go 3 further on in the periodic table, which is going to require me to know my periodic table? There's, and I'm pretty sure the Tom Lehrer song, which I do know bits of, there's antimony, arsenic, aluminum, selenium, and hydrogen, oxygen, nitrogen, and rhenium, nickel, neodymium, neptunium. That's not in order, is it? Hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, Oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to look it up, aren't I? What a muppet. Which is somewhat appropriate given Sesame Street. So what do we need? We need a periodic table. Right, hydrogen, helium, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine, maybe. Okay, let's put fluorine in as... Oh, so... Okay, so if the answer's fluorine, but we're going back, we're taking the third letter from fluorine, which is U. It's not an M this time. Mu is what we've got so far. Right, what's this one? A whole sequence of consonants. And we're going to go... Well, could we be looking at double E there for the H's? That would take us back... That would be going back 3 again. No, because the R would become an O. That's not right. But this is a double letter, isn't it? If it's a double letter and it's not... What the... Oh, it could be a D. I'm just thinking of the letters that are earlier in the alphabet than H that could be double. I mean, you could double C as well, I suppose. It's surprising now. Oh, you could even double F. But we need this to be a vowel then, don't we? So that's got to go back to O, which is going to be a shift of 3 again. But didn't we just work out that couldn't work? Have I done my maths wrong here? H is 8. Going back 3 takes you to E. That cannot be right. Oh dear. I'm sorry. Oh, and also we've got D at the end, which suggests we're not going back very far. What's going on here? I mean, the D... So maybe this is going the other way. So the H could go to I. No, I can't be repeated. I, J, K, L. I, J, K, L could be repeated. I'm being really slow here, I'm sorry. I'm getting totally discombobulated by the fact I can't solve anything. Right, okay, come on, calm down. Calm down. Mark said this was very difficult, so I must settle down, settle in for a long video. Hopefully I'll be fine in terms of time. Yeah, I should have at least another hour. Although, actually, maybe that won't be enough. Okay, so use your brain, Simon. What's going on with this one? This must be... If we've got shifts of 5 only, the first letter there is a maximum back of an M. Oh, MC... Muk. Right. Well, that does give me a word. That gives me McCoy. McCoy. I'm not sure. Oh, my phone is... No, that's fine. That's not it. McCoy. Who is McCoy? And how... McCoy. McCoy is a crisp. Leonard McCoy, known as Bones. Star Trek. Ah, right. So, who was McCoy played by different people? Or... I don't know. I'm not good enough at my... I am a bit of a Trekkie, but only a bit of a Trekkie. Reboot. But it was a big shift, wasn't it? It was a 5-person shift. Come on. Star Trek McCoy. A 5-person shift. Is that... I mean, it could be like ranks in the crew or something. He's dead, Jim. It's not actually an enormous Wikipedia article, is it? Family. Betrayed by only 2 people. So it's probably not that. There's no other McCoy. The real McCoy. McCoy's Crisps. I don't know, McCoy series. It's just going to give me loads of oh, McCoy was a TV series. What? I have never heard of that. The real McCoy. Star Trek. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm looking down McCoy. I mean, the thing is, it could be any of this. 7th Doctor. Doctor Who. Was there a Doctor Who called McCoy? Don't think so. I'm not very good at Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Sylvester McCoy. I have heard of that person. I didn't know they played Doctor Who. The 7th Doctor. So who was the 12th Doctor? 12th Doctor Who. Who's that? That is... Peter Capaldi? Is that... Oh yes, that does look a bit like Peter Capaldi. Peter Capaldi? What would that be? So what are we saying? We're saying this is McCoy. If it's Doctor Who, that was a shift of 5. So it's the... Oh, I've got to be careful. Yeah, so I have to go to Capaldi, presumably. It must be the surname. And take the 5th letter, which is an L. Is that right? I'm far from sure. That's my best guess for that one so far. I like the idea of it being a Doctor Who, because Doctor Who does have a sort of... you know, there is a series associated with it, like with carbon and the periodic table. It's immediately clear sort of which... Oh, amulet. This could be amulet. If M is right for the sun, amulet, that would mean that Dorian Gray was wrong. And Dorian is in a different sequence. I love amulet there. That feels very nice. Alright, let's try and do this one. So, Deposby. Okay, so assuming we're not cycling around the alphabet, we're only deducting a maximum of 3 for this one. And let's just see if I get lucky. No, I don't think it is a deduction of 3. Let's try a deduction of... Oh, a deduction of 1 is more sensible, because that would give me CO at the start. Com something. No, con something. Conrad. Joseph Conrad? You see, I meant to just know that there's a series involving Conrad. I just don't know this. This is awful. Conrad phone. Conrad. Joseph Conrad. It must be Conrad. Joseph Conrad. Novelist. Was... Right, let's just see. Yeah, Lord Jim I'd heard of there. I don't know. I mean, what's that meant to be? Joseph Conrad. Let's put series. Joseph Conrad. What's that mean? Don't know. Conrad in a list. Conrad Fortune Teller. Conrad Fortune Teller. What is that talking about? I've just had a horrible thought, actually. I've just had a horrible thought. And that is that I'm logged in as Cracking the Cryptic. I'm worried that Mark's tested this hunt and has done searches. Because like this, what's this doing? Why is any... I mean, there's no reason for Cracking the Cryptic to have searched on these items. Oh, that's bad. I don't want to do that. How do you... I don't know how to... I'm so inept with the internet. I don't know how to get rid of the search history. Is it the cog icon or something? Search history. Share, inspect. I don't know. Search history. Welcome to my activity. Sign in. I don't know. I don't want to do that. I just want to... I don't want to know if Mark has searched on things before. Okay. Well, I mean, the good thing is, if he searched on these things, I don't know why. I'm going to search on Conrad series. Oh, there is one. TV series. Conrad. Okay, we'll check that out in a minute. Conrad series. Okay. Joseph Conrad. No, rented a series of successive homes. So it seems to be related to something called a program called Conrad, which I've never heard of. Conrad, a female detective on the autism spectrum, opens a secret. I mean, this feels very far-fetched to me. Doesn't feel right, does it? It feels far too far removed from, like, the periodic table or Doctor Who. I wonder if there's another conversion of this that's possible. Let's just have a quick think about that. P is 16. No, I don't believe it, to be honest. Given that we can't shift back very far from the D, it probably is Conrad. Oh yes, that was the other thing I wanted to do. Oh, sci-fi show on the BBC is Doctor Who, but skipping the war. What does that mean? But skipping the war? This is doing my head in. I don't understand it at all. Okay, what about attending a science class? That could be a reference to the periodic table. So if that's periodic table, this one, I don't understand the reference to the war at all, but that might be a Doctor Who thing I don't understand. Was there a Doctor Who? Was there a war in Doctor Who? The war in Doctor Who. The war occurs between the events of the 1996 film and the 2005 revived series where the Time Lords... The Time War. Wow. A conflict within the fictional... The war occurs. So who were the doctors when the war was happening? I don't know. I'm not reading this the whole history of Doctor Who to find out whether maybe that's a reference to that. I don't know. Okay, but that would mean that we've got that one. We've got that one. And Conrad. See, I'm worried that's what Mark's been looking for with the checking my Android phone. The Conrad phone thing. That might be why he's searched on that. I've got to put that out of my mind. The Sun. The Sun isn't a tarot card, is it? I'm just going to have a look at that. Having my cards read. The Sun. Tarot. Sun tarot card. It is a tarot card. Do these have an order? I don't know. I don't know whether tarot cards do. Tarot card order. List of tarot cards in order. Do they have an order then? Oh, look. Astrology.com. I'm going to go back actually. I think astrology.com is probably the more likely place to look. Right, Major Arcana. I mean, where would I be? Oh, look, the Sun is 19th on that list. Okay, well, if that's true, what adjustment were we doing to the Sun? We were doing... Oh, hang on. Oh, suspicious content. Connection blocked. Okay, so this site that we've just gone to is trying to do something to my computer, which is not a good thing. Oh, that would disturb my amulet idea, though. If it is... Alright, now what was the adjustment? 1. It was an adjustment of 1. So +1 would take us to judgment. Oh, that's much worse. That is much worse. Okay, that gives me some comfort, actually. Because if this was a reference to tarot cards, it would give me a J here. And that's definitely not spelling out a word, or at least not a word I know. In fact, let's check it. Let's use our old friend T, because I'm pretty sure about the U and the L. Oh, there are some things in there. Legilan. It's probably a place. There's nothing that begins with M, though. Conrad we don't know about. Let's do the last one. So we've got GOG-TCNF, and we've got to shift it a little bit. So what's the most useful part of that? The C can only go back 2 letters if we're not cycling. So let's say the C does go back 2 letters. G is 7, so we'd have E, E, M, E, R. E-M-E-R-A, emerald. Emerald, okay. What sequence is emerald part of? Emerald Isle? Emerald. Let's have a quick look. Emerald. A gemstone. A variety of beryl. Emerald Isle, emerald moth, emerald type, a small size of type. Oh my goodness, it's not that, is it? Right, let's look up type sizes. Emerald. Standard gem sizes chart. What does that mean? Is that... No, that's different. That's weighing gemstones. That's not what I meant at all. I wanted sort of... No, this is all nonsense. Is this not really a thing, or is it really a thing? A small size of type. Small size of type. So I've got to go here. Type size. It's going to be difficult, this, because when you type it in, it's trying to find old names for type sizes in typography. That's what I want. Okay, so emerald, what were we shifting there? Was it a shift of 2? 7 to 5, yeah, shift of 2. So we need 2 sizes bigger than emerald, assuming that this website even works, which it doesn't seem to want. Ah, here we go. Emerald, no. Emerald, where are you, Emerald? You are not. Where is Emerald? Where's Emerald? That's ridiculous. Oh, Emerald in Great Britain. What? This is Brevier. No, this is nonsense, isn't it? Mignonette, which would be so there's some name of an old linotype casting machine type sizes. Well, I mean, Brevier would give us 2 adjustments, so that's an R, which would scupper my amulet idea as well, which I don't like. We needed this to give us T. Okay, but okay, if that is type sizes, something here should relate to it. Oh, buying some jewelry each month. Oh, birthstones. Oh, that's a better idea. Right, okay. Right, let's go back and think about that. Emerald birthstone. May. Ah, okay. So we need the birthstone for July, maybe. I prefer the ruby. Okay, that feels better. I don't believe it. Is that giving me the same letter? No. No. Oh no, it's a worse letter, because it's the second letter of ruby, which would be U. Ah! No! Don't like that at all. Don't like that at all. Okay, but that would be that one done. And then somehow... Well, it depends, doesn't it? If tarot cards are a thing, then this one's done as well. And we'd have to allocate music. Oh, Dorian is a scale in music. Ooh. I don't know about... do music scales have a like music? Oh, that's annoying. Music theory Dorian is something I think Mark's looked up. Let's look up musical scales though, Dorian. I think Dorian mode. Where am I meant to... this looks complicated unless I learn a lot about music theory. And although I do play the guitar, I have to confess that the way I play it is by ear and using tablature and not by knowing any musical theory. I quite want to play it now, actually, to try and de-stress this puzzle. How does this relate to other scales? Right, what other scales do I know? Yeah, I've heard of Lydian. Let's put Lydian into the thing. Ah, mode in music. Oh, look, lovely. This could be it. That could be it, couldn't it? I don't know if that's in a deliberate order. In music theory, the term mode is used in a number of distinct senses. 7 diatonic modes. Oh, that looks that. Diatonic scale in any heptatonic scale. All 5 steps, blah blah blah. Okay, but where does it tell me what these are and what order they're in? I don't know. This one looks quite interesting, doesn't it? I mean, this is why people get put off from learning musical theory. See, that looks quite good. If Dorian was the first one, what adjustment are we looking for this? We were going 8 to 4, so it's a 4 adjustment. So 1, 2, 3, Lydian then. Maybe. So it would be an I if that was right. But I think, let's have a look through it here, because we've got another one here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. That would be Aeolian. I mean, how am I meant to know? Okay. It is applied to major and minor keys, as well as the 7 diatonic modes, including the former as Ionian and Aeolian, which is defined by their starting note or tonic. I don't know how to do this. Dorian seems to appear at the start of the sequence sometimes, in the middle of the sequence at others. See here, that would again support Lydian being the answer. Always seems to be about, Lydian always seems to be about 4 steps on. Here it's not. What's it? Modern modes in the same order, but starting from one of its 7 degrees in turn as a tonic, and so present a different sequence, with the interval sequence of the major scale being, that must be whole, half step, must it? Oh yeah, it does that. It then says that. It is thus possible to generate the following modes. So I don't know. We've got 2 possible answers: Lydian and Aeolian, based off what we've found so far. Yeah, I mean, to actually understand which of these is the correct one, I'd have to read this for hours, I think. So I think what we're better off doing, we know it's the 4th. No, we're not going to get the same letter. We're either going to get L or I, aren't we? Where's Lydian? Yeah, L or I is the 4th position. So if that's right, so we've moved away from this being books, even though Dorian Gray was a good answer. No, studying music theory is the clincher, isn't it? So this is either Lydian, which would give I, or Aeolian giving L, assuming in any way I've interpreted those things correctly. And now, going for a spacewalk. It's not going to be things like Men on the Moon, is it? They have a sequence. I quite like that answer. Men on the Moon. How many men have walked on the moon? Oh, goodness. How many men have walked on the moon? Neil Armstrong, yeah. Okay, Buzz Aldrin. Michael Collins was in the orbiter. I remember that. List of is it just Apollo astronauts who walked on the moon? I mean, it might be spacewalking astronauts, but there probably are millions of those. Apollo astronauts who walked on the moon. Here we go. Conrad was 3rd. Well, that's very persuasive. I love that. It's very blue eyes. Good grief. So if that's right, if it's men who walked on the moon or going for, yes, spacewalk. Yeah, that's, I love that as an idea. I'm warming to this as an idea. So the adjustment was 1. So who was the next person? Alan Bean. Alan Bean. And the adjustment is 1. So that would give us a B. This is it doesn't read anything. This does it. Even if we switch these letters around, immutable. No, it's total and utter nonsense. This is only the second puzzle as well. These are so difficult. These puzzles. This is really. I've had an hour and 15 minutes. I'm absolutely nowhere. I've solved these in terms of got them. I know they're about colours. I think they're about colours. I don't understand what I have to do with that. This one, I think I've solved the idea behind them. But then I get left with gibberish. Oh yes, okay, but maybe that's the point. Maybe you do get gibberish, but you don't have to decode the gibberish. I'm not very used to these puzzles. I'm so sorry if that's obvious to everybody. But even if that's true, which of these letters do we think are definitely correct? I'm happy with the ULB. I'm happy with ULB. And if the birthstone idea was right, that was giving a U. So maybe we just work off the last few to see if we can get a word out. Now U is the 21st letter, but we can't get that back to O, can we? With a shift of 5, unless we're allowed to do bigger shifts now. So. How far back do we think we're going? Do you think we're going to the T? T I quite like. That would give me an A here. Good grief. I've solved this one. Kit Kat. If you go 1 back and you pick the L here and the J, you get Kit Kat. But that's not the answer. Oh no, this is not fair. How could it not be Kit Kat? That is. Oh, okay. So this must be part. Kit Kat must be part of a sequence. What? Kit Kat? It's not part of a sequence, is it? I don't know. I do not understand what's going on. If I put this in and Mark search for it, it's not my fault. No, he hasn't. Kit Kat series. Oh, I'm just going to get like chunky Kit Kat versus. No, it can't be about Kit Kat sequences. Range of Kit Kat ceramics. I'm so sorry, I don't know what this is talking about. Kit Kat sequence. Let's try Kit Kat sequence. I mean, these are nonsense ideas. Sorry, I'm desperate. I've got no idea. What was the length of the Android version history? What's that talking about? Got loads of puddings. What even is this? This is Android phones version. I don't know. Hang on, let me just go back here a minute. What do we have to do here? We must... Android phone. I thought I'd seen Android phone. So does that mean this is something to do with Android phones? In fact, let's abandon that. Let's put KitKat phone in here. KitKat phone. I knew it was going to do that. Oh, is Android KitKat still? So it's Android KitKat. That's the thing, is it? Android KitKat. Android KitKat is a thing. The 11th Android mobile... What? I mean, this is ridiculous. So it's mobile operating systems. Right, hang on. So if that was right, what adjustment did I do? It was a single adjustment. It was a single adjustment. So all I need to do is to know what followed Android. KitKat SQL. I mean, it's not even obvious, is it? Version history. Let's do a search for KitKat on this page. Oh, there it is. Lollipop. 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 Does that fit in? Lollipop would fit. Oh. Hello. Well, that might be the answer. Lolly. Will it tell me if that's the answer? No, it won't. I'm sort of hope. Oh, lollipop is a food. I know it's not maybe one of your 5 a day, but well, I would consider it a food. I think I might have solved that one. I'm not certain, but I'm prepared to be, I'm prepared to be moderately confident with lollipop. I'm going to go and have a look at the next one, because this one's about cryptic crosswords, so should be better at this one. So this was something to do with anagramming, wasn't it? Additional anagram indicators. Right, so let's read the clip. I went to visit Poe to confirm my theory about the raven, but it turned out to be a... Well, don't get me thinking about the raven. That's not fair. Once upon a midnight dreary, while I pondered weak and weary over many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore. While I pondered nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. My favourite bit of the raven, and I quote this often, is open here I flung a shutter, when with many a flirt and flutter in there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore, not the least obeisance made he, not an instant stopped or stayed he, but with mien of lord or lady, perched above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. I can't say. Right, anyway, come on. I went to visit Poe to confirm my theory about the raven, but it turned out to be a... Why is that? Is that an anagram? So I have to anagram that. Positive. That's an anagram of that. But it turned out to be a positive. What? I don't understand. I'm going to look at the next one. To ensure high quality syrup from the maples, we took a sample. Sample would work there. So, okay, so positive sample. I don't understand why, oopsie. Don't need 2 P's in sample. I don't understand why positive is the answer there. Other than it's an anagram of visit Poe. A Toyota owner watches the 2022 South Korean TV show. I don't know any. Oh, I do. Squid Games. Squid Games is not an anagram of Toyota. Squid Games was South Korean, wasn't it? Am I going mad? Squid Games. Squid Games. South Korea. Was Squid Game filmed in South Korea? In fact, it was actually filmed on real-life sets in the city of Daejeon. Yeah, one of South Korea's major cities. I love the culture of South Korea. It's a place I would love to go. The ping, I think, would be amazing. I'd just improve at StarCraft 2 just by getting on the plane there, frankly. Squid Game. I don't know. Squid Game is not an anagram of that other stuff in there. Let's have a look at South Korean. South Korean 2022 TV shows. And we're looking for something that could be an anagram of Toyota. Is it going to be this? See, this is going to show up my. Let's see. No, is it this? Is it this stuff? Trolley has got a Y in it. What do we need? Toyota owner. We need a W in it. Is this all of them? No. Oh no. Oh my goodness. There's loads. There is absolutely loads. So we need one with a Y and a W in it. I don't think there is one. Is this obvious? Oh, that. Is it that? Dr. Lawyer. That looks quite... No, it's not got two T's. Toyota has two T's. What's going on? Toyota owner. Let's go back here again. Oh. Extraordinary Attorney Woo. Attorney Woo looks quite good as an anagram of Toyota owner. That is an anagram of Toyota owner. Extraordinary Attorney Woo is the answer. What? What? Is this having a laugh? Oh! Well, if that... Hang on. Extraordinary Attorney Woo. Extraordinary is an anagram indicator. Oh, is that... That's what I've got to do. Oh, this is... Right, that's very helpful. So I need an anagram indicator along with sample. To ensure high quality syrup from the maples, we took a random sample. Oh, you know what this is going to be? This is what we're going to... These words are going to be the starting words. We've got extraordinary, we've got random. So all I need to do is pick one of these words that makes sense here. I went to visit Poe to confirm my theory about the raven, but it turned out to be a false positive. Beautiful. Right. Okay, this one is easier than that last one. Well, only because I used the internet to get extraordinary attorney woo. Otherwise it would have been a lot harder. When exploring an unknown garden, be wary of stranger danger. Surely. That's an anagram of garden. Stranger danger seems to fit with the stranger is there. There we go. Mr. Euclid likes to play the dulcimer. I saw an Abyssinian maid, and on a dulcimer she played. In Xanadu de Kubla Khan, a stately pleasure-dome decree, where Alf the sacred river ran, in caverns measureless to man, down to a sunless sea. Something like that, isn't it? Is it Shelley? Oh. I saw an Abyssinian maid, and on a dulcimer she played. But hang on, if that's dulcimer, I need a word that goes with... No word goes with dulcimer. What? Hang on. Let's put dulcimer into the dictionary. Dulcimer. Yeah. I mean, let's click return. Look at the full text search. What? I mean, there's nothing there. likes to play the doll. Let's try that one. Let's try dulcimer. So, dulcimer. No, I don't think there's going to be anything there. Oh, hammered dulcimer. List of hammered dulcimer players. Hammered. Okay. Well, it's right, because it's hammered is there as an anagram indicator. I think I even saw that earlier and wondered what it was doing there, but that is very, very funny and quite clever. Not of me, I hasten to add. Right, I love that. Right, so, but what are we doing with these? Do we know yet? Perhaps we don't. Anyway, let's just keep going, because at least I can do this one. After you enter its value in the database, don't forget to calculate the interest. The something interest is this. Compound interest. Yes, that's going to be right, isn't it? The compounded interest. Okay, messy. But I keep things legal and avoid crime. Something crime then. Organised. Oh, organised crime. Very nice. Okay, organised, and I don't know if it matters, but I will spell it the American way. They ship so many samples to the lab to test out the hypothesis, surely. Let's test out the something hypothesis. I'm not seeing anything I really love there yet. Alternative hypothesis? Maybe? Don't know. Let's see if the dictionary supports alternative hypothesis. It feels quite a natural thing. No. Let's see if T supports alternative hypothesis. It does. Okay, so it's probably alternative. Let's put that in. Alternative hypothesis. Okay, we've got more of these to do. I was tempted to ignore the part in quotes, but then I realised it was I want to say loaded question or something. It's loaded up here. See, loaded does mean drunk, so loaded question is what I want that to be. Are all of the... Ew, yeah, they are. So it's going to be something from here. I was thinking maybe it was loaded, but I can't see loaded there. So something, I want something question. Trick question. Trick question. Feels quite good, doesn't it? Trick question. So what do we do now? In cryptic crosswords. Fresh something. Okay. Fresh coat. Fresh coat. So I've just was reading these letters. Fresh coat. Fresh coat. Right. I think this one is taco then, because I can anagram coat and get a food, is what I'm thinking. I'm slowly learning with these that basically it never finishes. So that it's like with this one. You get the gibberish, but then you realise you've got to decode the gibberish, and then you've got to apply, you know, the transformation to the decoded gibberish. And this one, you get the fresh coat from it, but that's not the answer. So you then have to do something else, and anagramming it does seem right. So I bet that's taco. So we've got a lollipop taco now, and then we've got once again. A new year is a time of reflection. This could be palindromes, could it? Yet it can feel as though we repeat the same goals year after year. Right, to make it official, I will attach some more string. Will you now? What does that mean? Don't know. To answer, I will be in another play. Well, Well, I want that to be reply. It feels like it's reply, doesn't it? To answer is to reply. And it's got most of reply in it. I will be in a... I mean, it sounds, from a cryptic crossword perspective, it looks like I want to put the letter I into another form of play. So it looks like an anagram, but yallip isn't a word to my knowledge. Let's try that one. To fix things, I will complete an extra set. In summary, review, R-E-V-U-E? No. I will protect my head again. In actuality, I will make another... That's really... That one I understand. That's like that is an absolutely classic cryptic crossword clue. Really, make another friend. And obviously, if something is in actuality, it is really. So look, that's giving me a blue letter, an L. So I think these might just be cryptic crosswordy clues. As of late, I will earn a bit more money. As of late. Recent? Recent? Cent is a bit of money. A bit... I don't hate that. Could be. Recent, maybe. Recap. Ah, okay. These are re-words that... PLE, purple. Purple colour. Purple, I think we're going to get here. So... Yeah, obviously if you protect your head again, you recap it, you put another cap on. So to fix things, now what's if this is purple, we need an R here. To fix things, to rack, I will complete an extra set. Something. Oh. To answer, I will be in another play. Right, react. React is what that is. I will act again if I'm in another play. That breaks my purple. No. Okay, sample. Sample or something like that, maybe. To make it official, I was just checking the time. No, I think I'm still all right. I will attach some more string. Record. Yes, a record is something. That's something official. I quite like that for that. DA. Dapple. P here. To fix things. Repair. I will complete an extra set. Yes, if you pair something, you could pair up socks, couldn't you, to complete a set of them? Dapple is the answer. So now we have to apply the transformation again. What's that going to be? Redapple. No. Redapple. Okay, so this is the word dapple somehow, but I've got to... Well, in all the others, we've had to transform the answer into something. I wouldn't have hated red apple. Red apple, that could be. Red something, maybe. Red. Red is a colour. Dapple. Let's look up dapple in the dictionary. D-A-P-P-L-E. I think it just means sort of, you get dappled ponies, don't you? Mottled. Splotches of colour again. Pie. I wonder if it means the same as you get piebald horse, don't you? I wonder if it's something like that. Oh no, I must have spelt it wrong. Is it P-Y-E for a piebald horse? Oh, I don't know. Maybe it's not. I thought there was a piebald horse. Have I gone mad? Maybe I've gone mad. I mean, it happens. Oh, piebald. There it is. Oh, it's not 2 words. Oh, look, it's beautiful. If it was 2 words, it would be beautiful. Black and white in patches. Wasn't that dappled? That's exactly dappled. Oh, it doesn't say black and white, actually. But it's very, very similar. Piebald. Pie is I wonder if it's in American. These would be different. I love piebald as an answer there. So pie is a type of, well, bald isn't, but pie is a type of food. It's hard, that, though. I mean, because also the part of speech is not quite right, is it? Dappled, piebald. You would expect not dapple. To dapple, unless it could be a verb. It can. Can piebald be a verb? I thought piebald was just an adjective. No, it's not a verb. No, it's not expressly listed, is it, anyway? I don't love that, then. Okay, well, let's see if we can do the last part, then. So now that you've assembled the food, we hope you have a ball travelling to various cities to witness these objects dropped on New Year's Eve. Why is objects dropped on New Year's Eve in bold? Objects dropped on New Year's Eve. You see, the things that were in bold earlier were the answers, weren't they? Well, all the fodder. But I remember there was an E in Wednesday. There, that was bolded. "25 pairs. Maybe I meant to type in 25 pairs of objects dropped on New Year's Eve. I'm going to try that. 25 pairs. Objects on New Year's Eve. It doesn't like that, does it? List of objects dropped on New Year's Eve. What on earth is this? List of drops. It almost looks like something that's been created by Jane Street. I'm just looking at this. This one, a skim border is dropped in Dewey Beach, Delaware. I don't know what a skim border is, but apparently it's dropped. I mean, what does that even mean? Is dropped? Is it dropped by Father Christmas or something? Why would it be dropped on New Year's Eve? Why are things dropped on New Year's Eve? Drops a what does this mean? And the 801 Saloon, a local gay bar, drops a ruby slipper with drag queen Gary Sushi Marion inside each year. What? Is this some surreal stuff? It really... A stuffed opossum named Spencer is lowered in Tallapoosa, Georgia. A hog is lowered at midnight in Unadilla, Georgia. Oh, this is absolutely hilarious. A ball is dropped in Muncie, Indiana. Disco balls. Look, everyone's dropping their disco balls. A lit hockey puck was dropped. What do they mean by dropped? You literally just... A ball is dropped. Snooki was dropped in 2011. Whatever that means. A pirate is dropped. Plexiglass pyramid containing a living opossum is lowered. A sausage is dropped. I don't understand. Let me go back. Objects dropped on New Year's Eve. It's not there. It's not like a taco or something is dropped, is it? A taco is dropped in Tucson, Arizona. A large replica taco. Oh, there's more. No, there isn't. Fiesta Cotton. Okay, so there was a taco drop in Tucson, Arizona. Makes me think of Get Back by the Beatles. Not because of the dropping taco. Well, what does that mean? What was the answer? We got... The answer was taco for new and improved. Tucson would fit. Oh, I'd love it if that was the answer. I'm just going to put it in. T-O. It's quite good letters. Right, let's see. Oh, pie. Oh, you can't drop a piebald, I don't think. Let's have a look. Pie. Pie. Moon pie. Pierogi. Giant moon pie. Pier. Moon pie. Moon pie. I know the name Moon Pie from Young Sheldon. Isn't that what his grandma calls him? Moon Pie. Something like that. Bazinga. I'm getting bazingaed here. Right, there was another one, not piebald, that I'd actually got, wasn't there? What was that? Lollipop. A lollipop. Please let a lollipop be dropped. Lollipop. A lollipop is dropped in Hummelstown, Pennsylvania. It's the only one. Hummelstown, Pennsylvania. Let's see if that's the right number of letters. Oh, yes, it could be, couldn't it? Hummelstown. I've forgotten immediately how to spell it. Is it that? Hummelstown. E-S-T-O. Well, I'm very prepared to put this into T if we get any more letters. I mean, we could even try now. Oh, because we don't know what this one is, do we? It's something that's dropped. So the answer for the fireworks... We haven't got a clue about this, have we? The answer for the fireworks, with this answer's maybe wrong. Piebald. Well, it is wrong, isn't it? And it can't be moon pie, unless it's pie moon, but I don't think that's a thing. So hang on, what do we have to do here? Oh, I was going to look up red. That's a good idea. Let's see if anything red's been dropped. Red rose, that would fit. Red rose, Lancaster. Let's go back and have a look at that. Is that the right length? Yes. No. No. Nearly. Nearly. If that was it's not the right length. It really isn't. Ooh, that was close. There's loads. Red comes up a lot. Red comes up a lot. Oh, but that... Okay, but what we could do is put a space there as well. Now, big red apple. Little red apple. Red apple. Red apple is dapple. Red maple leaf. A red crab would work. That is... No, Eastern is not the right length. Where was the red apple? Where was the red apple? Cornelia. 8 letters. That's what we needed, isn't it? Cornelia. I wonder whether that's right then. What does that give us for letters? Tone. Stone. Something stone. want to say limestone, maybe. Limestone, why would that be the answer? Oh, it's probably going to be something that's then also dropped, isn't it? Let's see if limestone has been dropped on New Year's Eve. No. Limestone. Let's have a look here. I'm not proud. It was E-stone, wasn't it? Oh, loads of stuff. Lodestone, milestone, bakestone, firestone. Firestone, I've heard of Firestone. It's a country club, isn't it? Golfing place. So what I know what we can do. We can look up stone on this page. Oh no, there's no stones. Oh, okay. So maybe that's not what we're meant to do. So we've got to somehow figure out what this word is. Now, I'm wondering if we can reverse engineer it. Because if the answer is not coming from the page where the objects are dropped on New Year's Eve, presumably then we just need a word. So that means that this could be limestone. L blank blank ME. I don't love that. I mean, there are words that would go in, but none of them seem to mean anything. Lodestone. This would be LOD. Ooh, that doesn't look very good either. What's the other one? Milestone. M blank blank IL blank. The only thing I can think of there is mobile. Mobile is a place in America, isn't it? I'm sure Mobile's a place. It's one of the state capitals. Mobile, Alabama. Moon pie. No, but it doesn't say. No, because we need something that's been dropped, I think. No, oh, the moon pie is lowered. Moon pie. I wonder if this could be, if this is mobile being the place where moon pie is dropped. That would imply that, well, that's beautiful, because moon pie would fit here. Is moon pie 2 words? How do we find that out? Go back. Go and find the moon pie thing. No, moon pie is 1 word. That doesn't work. Although, well, no, moon pie is 2 words there. Moon pie is, oh, is that what a moon pie is? Oh, I would like that. That's like a cookie. So moon pie is 2 words there, but 1 word there. So moon pie could be the answer here. But why is moon pie the answer? Let's type in 25 pairs of moon pie into 25 pairs of moon pie. Buy moon pie in the UK. I don't know. I have a feeling this is moon pie, and that leads to mobile, which I'm probably saying wrong. It might be said mobile or something. And that would give us milestone, which is probably this answer, is my thinking. But I don't want to submit that, because if I submit that and it's wrong, I'm going to feel like a prize Charlie. So I'd rather understand how this one solves. I'm going to try 25 pairs of colours with American spelling. 25 colour code. 25 pair colour code. Colour code. Twisted pair wiring. Why run backwards, you'll vomit? What on earth is this about? Well, 25 is very close to 26. But there's nothing white, white, is there? And I remembered white, white was one of the answers that I thought we were going to end up with. What letters do... what was it? Green Lantern, Black Panther. Which seems to have to be that one. 13, that would be an M. Moon Pie. Moon Pie begins with M. I like this. This might be right. Right. If that's right, that's an M. And then we've got black silver. Well, oh, slate. Slate was one of the things that we looked at before. Where was slate? Blank slate. Oh, this is right. This is definitely right. You don't have words like slate in colours unless it's really absolutely on the money. Right. But okay, but the tube thing is going to be black, well, black and the silver colour, which is 15. Oh, of course, moon pie. It's moon pie. That's what we're going to end up with here. Sirius and lavender. So Sirius black, and then lavender. Well, we weren't sure, were we? It's either lavender brown or lavender blue, as in the colour. So what do we need it to be? We need it to be an O, I think. No. Right. Okay. Alright, I can do this. Right. This one is so popular they repeated it. Well, what would happen? There are only 6 clues here. I hadn't seen this before, but I was just thinking about how I was going to get my moon pie working. But now I can get my moon pie working, because if I repeat my O, then there is a way to get an N from Sirius lavender if we go to the 14th letter. So we need black and brown, lavender brown. So I think that this is giving us N. And if that's right, now this should give us P, which is Cookie Monster Big Bird. So it's blue, yellow, which are we looking for a 16? Blue, it must be yellow, blue, 16. Beautiful. This is right, isn't it? Beautiful. Wow. What a puzzle this is. And then play a board game. So we need this to give us 9, which is red, brown. Let's go back and look at the... Oh no, that's awful. I don't understand that at all. Kentucky... Baltic... Is there Baltic red or Baltic brown? I have never heard that in my life. Brown Baltic, brown Kentucky? I don't know, that's a bit weird, that one. Let's have a look at... Yeah, okay, but we thought this was slate. Slate and white for the last one. So let's see if we can get an E, which is 5. Which we can. That works. That one works perfectly. So that is an E. So have I messed up my... No, that must be 9. Okay, let's have a quick look then at either Brown Baltic. Baltic brown, is that? Baltic brown. Is Baltic brown granite? Yeah, but this is really... Oh no, 52 million. It's not that. Maybe it is a thing. What about Baltic red? 73 million. That doesn't seem quite as good, does it? Alright, let's try Kentucky. Kentucky brown or Kentucky red? Kentucky red. Kentucky red is a drink, maybe. Is that a drink or is it a poison? I'm not sure. It doesn't look very nice. No, this doesn't look very good, does it? Or red Kentucky? Or let's try Kentucky brown. Oh, Kentucky brown. Oh, that's it. Kentucky brown is a sandwich, apparently. Although it says hot brown. Kentucky hot brown. Wow. Wow, so Kentucky brown seems to be the thing, which must mean that... so Baltic is red. Let's try red Baltic. Red Baltic. Wow, I don't know. That seems very... Baltic red granite. Well, we definitely... What? How did we get the colours to come up? Was it 25 pairs of colours or something? Let's go back here and check I've got the right colour. So I need 9, which seems to be a red and a brown. And Kentucky is brown, so Baltic. Have I mispulled out the letters here? That's another possibility. B-A-L-T-I-C. It is Baltic. I don't know. I mean, clearly that's got to be moon pie. And there must be something called a Baltic red or a red Baltic that I just don't know. I think it's Kentucky brown, which I apologise I didn't know about, as with so much in this puzzle. I mean, let's actually go through and see what I knew about. Virtually nothing. I didn't know the colour of Cookie Monster. I didn't know about Kentucky brown or Baltic red. I still don't know about that. I didn't know about the code in colour. I didn't know most things here. I mean, my knowledge... Well, no, my musical knowledge is appalling. I think we can all agree on that. I sort of feel like I want to play something on the guitar now. No, I better not. I might get a copyright strike, and that would be a disaster. And what was this one? Was this the tarot? It was the tarot card in the end, wasn't it, this one? It was Judgment, because I needed the J to go back one letter to get my Kit Kat working. I mean, yeah, the Android phone. Sylvester McCoy. I mean, loads of you will know what... And I don't understand the skipping the war thing. Yeah, I mean, this is fascinating. It's a bit like, you know, when you do a very good cryptic crossword and you learn loads from it, because there's so much sort of arcana in here. What was it? Android mobile phone systems. Birthstones. I learned a bit more about those. What was... Yeah, no, it was really confusing that was not Dorian Gray as well. There were so many red herrings. I mean, red herring is almost a red herring in this puzzle because it's got the word red in it. Dorian had the word grey in it. What was Conrad again? I can't even remember now. That's appalling, isn't it? Conrad was not Joseph Conrad. It was something else. Oh, it was the spacewalk. It was the third man on the moon. And then we went to Andy Bean. It was Andy Bean, I think, wasn't it? I want to say Andy Bean was a golfer now, but I think it was someone Bean, who was the who was the fourth man to walk on the moon. And then, well, this one, I was massively helped by spotting this, which I have never heard of, unsurprisingly. But that was huge because that gave me the method that you had to put the anagram indicator at the start. And that then became relatively straightforward, although I've never heard of a hammered dulcimer. Yeah, that was very, very nice. And then this one was relatively straightforward compared to some of the others. Oh, piebald. Hang on. How do we get Cornelia now? What was it? What was Cornelia referenced to in the end? How do we get it? It was something like objects that were dropped on New Year's Eve. This is so comedy that this is a web page. And then Cornelia was where we were meant to go. Oh yeah. Oh, hang on. Yeah, this is an interesting one. So this one has the wrong enumeration, I think. That's really unkind. I think this is red and then apple with an extra E on it. I might be wrong, but it was the red apple that was dropped. That makes sense. Re and then dapple. It makes sense to me. That might well be wrong. But I don't see how it can be unless there's another answer. Well, it could be. And there just needs to be another 8-letter word with an N and an E in those positions at which something that was dropped, which can be extracted from the word dapple. And it can't be. Anyway, let us hope that if we put this in, milestone. I definitely feel like I've reached a milestone. Oh, did it? You solved New Year's solution. That was brutal. That was brutal. 2 hours, 6 minutes that's taken me. Oh my goodness me. Well, but it was so much fun. I mean, and I guess with these things, people mainly do them. Back to puzzle. People mainly do them in teams, don't they? Like puzzle hunts. That's certainly what we've been doing with the Pablo's armchair puzzle hunt that we were doing over Christmas. So I think if you did that in a team, you'd probably race through it because you wouldn't have all of the gaps in the knowledge that, unfortunately, Simon's little old brain suffers from. But, I mean, we are so lucky, working with a company like Jane Street, producing stuff like that. It's very, very inventive, incredibly witty, and a lot of fun to solve. So thank you very much to those of you at Jane Street involved in that. I don't think I am going to thank Mark for telling me I would need the internet. That's the worst hint ever. And in fact, then some of his soul or search history was positively useless. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. Let me know in the comments how you got on. I enjoy the comments, especially when they're kind, and especially no, just especially when they're kind. I will be back later with another edition of Cracking the Cryptic.